Hey guys, it's Cherry again. This is a replay from early this evening. This is patch day 068 is the patch. The new mission in commemoration for Second World War is Dunkirk. This is the rescue mission. Now we took a division of 6 clan members and a random that we picked up because it was getting a bit late. The idea of this mission is to rescue the soldiers to the beach in that white circle and then fight your way out all the way back to Dover. It's quite fun actually. What you're up against is tier 1 dive bombers and torpedo bombers, shore batteries which are vicious, and motor torpedo boats which they call Schnellboot in this, and they are they're so fast it's unbelievable. Now tactically, how I set my team up for this, and this seems to be the recipe for success to get 5 stars. This is a 5-star battle. We'll give you the spoiler. The best way to set this up is to get 2 ships, preferably with the AA consumable. The British ship gets the AA consumable, the French ship does not. And basically you get 2 ships into the cap early, pick up the 500 soldiers that you can, and you have to be doing no more than 10 knots to pick them up. You'll see the number tipping up at the bottom. Once we've got the 500, 2 of us will push out wide to roughly sort of HI8. Now that's the direction which the torpedo bombers and the dive bombers come from, and the fighters obviously, and the torpedo boats as well. So basically what the idea is to put 2 ships out wide and the rest of the fleet with the little mini boats, or all the little pleasure boats that were rescuing soldiers. The plan is to get 7,000 soldiers back to Dover. You have to destroy 8 fighter squadrons. You have to destroy 80 bombers and 25 torpedo boats. So this is the art of this thing. You push forward with the British destroyer, going to go and pick up some of these dive bombers as they come in. So basically you're going to act as a screen with 2 of you out this wide. Now I've got a little bit further ahead than most because I flew into the cap very quickly using speed boost. As you can see, there's plenty of shells coming in from shore batteries, and they are quite accurate. Have to keep weaving, bobbing and diving. So we're going to push out wide, going to pick up these torpedo bombers. Now the art with the bombers is to get yourself, won't do it so much on 2 squadrons coming in because there's plenty of people behind us, but later on they come through in waves of 4 squadrons at a time. Now the art here is to actually get yourself positioned so you're actually running backwards along their travel path. At that point you pop your AA consumable and follow them back and keep them in range for the whole time your consumable's running. It's quite satisfying when it happens. There's the first of the Schnellboot, which are the very fast torpedo boats. They are very, very fast. The lead on them is mental. It really is mental. We've sunk an enemy destroyer. And their torpedoes are very fast as well, which is a bit scary at times. It only takes 2 shells to kill them, 1 to damage and 2 to kill. My gunnery is, I've learned this thing. It is mental how good the guns are of this thing once you work out the range. 3 kilometers appears to be the sweet spot for the particular destroyer. As you can see, just wiped them out. That's 4 in a row. So now myself and Nyland, we're going to go and play screen. So we're going to line up in H8 and wait for the waves of bombers. Again, don't pop the AA consumable until the bombers come in. The bombers are important ones. The fighter's really spotted. So we just wait. Now how I've laid the rest of the team out is, it seems to be the winning option, which is 2 at the front, 2 at the side. If we have a full set of 7 of our own, then obviously we put 3 at the front, 2 at the side, and us 2 bringing up the rear. But as we've got a random, we kind of went 2-2-2. So basically when they go through the narrows, which is the gap down the middle, What we want them to do is we want to have 2 of the ships on the right hand side. We want 2 of the ships up front and us 2 bringing up the rear, which means basically you're almost getting double the coverage on the AA. Now this is the first of the sets of 4 squadrons. Now I've screwed up my plan here a little bit because I'm not facing the right way. I'm facing into them, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. But still, you still get the general gist. So you pop them as usual and then open them up. As long as we can get a few here, the rest of the team will cover us and then get in. So far we've killed 3 fighter squadrons out of 8 and 31 bombers out of 80. 5 torpedo boats out of 25, and we've still got 10 civilian ships. You have to get 7 back to get 5 stars. Right, this is the lineup. So watch the route they're coming down. They're straight line straight towards the fleet. Go full throttle. Keep them in gunnery range for as long as possible. That's really important. That's really important. Much better with the ship already. Now normally they don't go for the destroyers. So it's kind of weird. But they've decided that destroyers are fair game. So I've taken big damage. I've lost 8,000 hit points, and we've got another squad of 3 Schnellboot coming in. Schnellboot. No boats. No torpedo boats. Whatever you want to call them. I'll just get the torps away because, just in case. They really are fast little things. They really are fast. Meant to be fast. Now remember, the red spots on the map are minefields. You stray into them, you die. It is as simple as that. You die. So we picked up 5 so far. 5.5. This one's 9 of them. And another one.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Right, I've left him on his own a little bit, so I'm going back. The rest of the team is pushing up with the fleet. It's very slow. Now, if the torpedo boats get amongst the pleasure boats, they get absolutely annihilated. You will lose the game very quickly if you let them through. Planes are not so bad. Those torpedo boats, their reloads very fast on the torps, and it's mental. So back to the fighters. We've still got another 5 squadrons of fighters and another 27 bombers and another 14 Schnellboot. List is up top left hand side. You see how far away I'm away from the coast. Still getting walloped by those shore batteries. Just a little reprieve now. Wait for the next waves to come in. As you can see, the guys are going through the narrows between the minefields. The bonus is all the time they're in those narrows, they're not going to get any torpedo boats coming in from the left or the right, because obviously the minefield works both ways. But they will still get hit hard by the bombers. Right, here comes the wave. I've got my AA consumable available. Drop the torps. Wait for the dive bombers. The AA range on these ships is 2 kilometres, so you need them close, very close. And as you can see, I'm following the line that the bombers are taking. I'm also straying very, very, very close to the minefield. So now it's a case of trying to turn away. It's a very tight splitting plan with here. The lead on these things is mental, really mental. That's why it's always nice in a situation like this to have a good player with you when you're playing this shield action, who you trust implicitly. It does make life so much easier if you know your friend got your ass covered. And with Ireland, we kind of know. Now we've lost a ship. We've lost the random guy that we picked up, and his soldiers are now floating in the sea. And you can basically pick up the soldiers that are in the sea. As you can see, there's a circle there with 241 with numbers coming up. I think the minus numbers in red are as the soldiers actually die in the water. So you know, the quicker you get them, the better. Shell boot. I took adrenaline rush with this ship, and it does actually help because obviously your rate of fire goes up. They're fast firing guns anyway, but the rate of fire goes up when you use adrenaline rush with the amount of damage I'm taking. That's why it was worth holding back. You know, under normal circumstances, I would have said to someone, look, someone else take this point, and then we'll swap places. But we're back here, we're doing a decent job, so it's worth holding back. So far we're up to, we've got half the bomber squadrons, so we've got half the fighter squadrons we need to get, so we've got 4 out of 8. We've got 55 out of the 80 torpedo and dive bombers. Now this is where the instructions for the team came from. So basically what I asked them to do is, as they exited, we've got 1 staying on the left hand side, 3 pushing ahead. Now the reason they're pushing ahead is A, to get these Schnellbooten, B, to get the bombers that are going to come in from exactly the same direction they're coming from. So we've got 3 ships firing on these little torpedo boats. They should wipe them out fairly swiftly. We haven't lost one yet. Now we've got the final wave of fighters coming over. We need to kill 4 squadrons of these, but we also have RAF fighters coming in from Dover direction. Now as long as we can keep those RAF fighters alive, their kills will count towards our count. So it's very important that now is the time that I told everybody to drop their AA consumable, just wipe these planes out. If we can get the 8 down, that's your one of your main missions for the 5-star. So we've now got 5 squadrons, 6 squadrons. See this, the Spitfires, or whatever they are, the RAF, the Hurricanes or Spitfires, are pulling them down. We're pulling them down. We've now got 7 squadrons out of the 8. We only need a couple of more kills, and we're looking and rolling. So the 8 and 8 is completed. So that's 1 star for starters. Now we need an additional, what's that, 15 bombers and 4 more torpedo boats. Need another 11 bombers, and there's plenty more to come. It gets quite manic now, this end of the map. So we've got Schnellbooten. I'm spotted by a surface, so we know there's some of the Schnellbooten coming in. So it's time to start working on them. So we've got a wave of 3 to make a start on them. 1 down. 2 down. Trying to work out where the torpedoes are coming from. So Schnellbooten, dead.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
One of the teammates got the other one. Dodgy talks, got planes coming in from all over the place. This is busy mode. It's remarkably hard.
We've sunk an enemy
It's very intense. More torpedo boats, another wave of 3, another wave of 3, 2 more waves. 3 down.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Another one.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Right, so we've got all of our torpedo boats now. What we need now is to get back with at least 7 of our civilian ships. We have lost 2 ships, so we can afford to lose 1 more, but no more than 1 more. So we need to get those torpedo boats off of our out from inside our convoy, because they are bloody quick. Torpedoes from the bombers. Another one dead.
Enemy destroyer.
Another one dead.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
And our stuff is our fleet is now pulling into the Cap, Port, Dover, whatever you want to call it. And that is how you play a 5-star mission. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody who watches plays this mode, because the mode is fantastic. It's a great game. It's very quick. It's very fast paced. It's frantic as hell, and it is an awful lot of fun. I've had 3 5-star battles now, and to be honest with you, I'd just carry on playing it just for the fun, because it is such good fun. I'm so glad to see Wargaming are finally listening to the players and actually coming up with new things that we can do. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you like my video. It's just a thing, I want to try and get these numbers up. If you've got any comments or any observations, feel free. If anybody wants to reuse the video on another video, as has happened before, just pop me a message and I'll happily either send you the raw footage, or you can play with my one. But just let me know before you do it. Have fun, enjoy, sweet dreams.